In a secular way. In a secular way. I know this feels like underground church. It feels like something's gonna happen tonight, but the only testimony will be yours, Kavon. All right. Baptisms are on what, Friday? Friday they bring out the big tub. It is the new moon. Excelente. Okay. I don't see myself in the screen yet, though. I will shortly. Oh, am I? Oh, excellent. There I am. Okay. When I say where you at, you say right here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Type shit. Type shit. Type shit. Type shit. All the kids keep going on about. Fuck a private. Send it from my personal account. Gotta hawk it. Tuya. Hiding poison in my mouth. Glands holding the components to a copious amount. If I find out that you're really homies for the cloud. If I find out coded in directions that you route. If your loyalty leads only to contention and a drought. The confession that you flout will only poison you. I've been hacking weeds. Crazy if you sprout with a sprayer that I tout. I'm cleaning layers of the ground. When it's ready for exposure, pick the pen up like a joust. Defending any venomous behavior as aroused from the doldrums that a poet tries daily to renounce. If the devil tries to trick us speaking only when I bounce, I'm spinning off of Raven like it's Corey in the house. The chamber that I open leaves a hole where you pronounce. Choke on every word till it breaks up your gastronomy. Misshapen due to quantity. My circle takes in quality. You say what you've been banking on. Thoughts of your economy. Watch how much consumption's interrupting your autonomy. Reserve your reactions to the actions of the colony and really only speak when you could teach instead of following. You live the life of bad advice. Lost some opportunities. Could hold the ticker tape parade full all the caution that you threw. You're exactly who I'm thinking of to consummate a plan. Shut the cellar door. I'll go and oscillate the fan while I roll out a board. We can find where it fits. You can move to the front. No one minds where you sit. On approach, I will interpret what it was I tried to draw for you. You pinned up a bunch of pictures. You're like, are we taking down the mafia? Look closer. And you'll notice that there's Polaroids of each of you. The orders are to make a line and take yours to your seat to view. So glad to meet with you. Break bread and eat with you. Skipped initiation, there's a reason this is reaching you. I broke the algorithm to reveal the infrastructures built by the society of real motherfuckers. Where you at? Right here. Where you at? Right here. Where you at? Right here. You are at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Give it up for yourselves, man. Energy, 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 consistent energy all the way through because we gonna get to know each other. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Brian, the motel guy. All right. I run a motel in New Jersey, and thank you for checking in over here in New York City. How many of you is your first time at an open mic? Okay, first time at an open mic? All right, well, consider signing up, but we have a fantastic lineup of performers tonight for all of you to see. I already went over the rules and regulations for the house and the open mic. And of course, I've keyed you into the fact that this is live stream right now. Hello, everyone in the YouTube land. All right, eggplant emoji, peach emoji, little water drop emojis. Drop it. W in the chat. W in the chat. W Riz. Okay, hello, everyone. You're going to have a great show to see tonight, I'm telling you. And perhaps one day you will make it to New York City so you can participate as well. But thank you all so much for braving the cold. All right, we're almost into the heavy holidays and stuff like that. So what better place to kind of let whatever you got going on inside, all right, all the pressures of the world out tonight. All right, remember when I mentioned that there's a secret third rule, the motel guy rule tonight? All right, so here it is. Okay. No egos. All right, none whatsoever. Let me explain. All right, let's first start off with the performers in the room. Raise of hands again if you're performing. All right, so this is where the no ego thing applies to you. It's kind of obvious. All right, the ego, of course, is your identity. Yeah, you can't even eat without your ego, some would say, right? It's everything that you've ever been through, kind of forming who the hell you are right now. And of course, if you're an artist, it informs your art. You cannot create art without ego, right? And you carried that all the way to Alphabet City tonight, all the way into the Loisaida Center, right? All the way into this room. It does not serve you in this room, your ego. It served your art. It served what you're going to perform tonight. But that's where it stops, man. Okay? So please leave your ego at the door. How many people left their ego at the door today? Or maybe at home? Okay. That's not enough. Trying is not enough here. It does not help you here. It's going to fuck you up when you get up to this microphone, I swear. You're going to be all up in your shit because identity-wise, sometimes you get nervous in front of people. No. I want you to be able, performers, seriously, to perform at your 100% very best. And that means that we must get rid of the ego. Okay? So, if you will, give me your ego. Hold on. This is how you're going to do it. All right? As your host, I will give up my ego first. Okay? I keep mine between my boobs. Right, here it is. Boom. Kavon. You've seen me do this before, right? Look at it. I hate this thing sometimes. I really do. Easily bruised. Smells a little bit like balls, a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Good thing I brought it like a big bag. Big hefty bag. Whoosh. Kerplunk. There it is. There's my ego. So I can be a proper host for all of you today. Remember when I said we're going to get really close? All right. So as the host and an audience member, this is for you audience members, your ego, it's important for you to give me them today. So you don't get overwhelmed with that C word. What is that? Capitalism? No. Cringe. Right? That's the thing. That's, I don't know, the Gen Z overcome with that shit. That is the ego. Please, no cringe. You cannot scroll while watching each other today. All right? You cannot do that. That urge, it does not serve you here. If you don't feel comfortable with what you're watching, audience members, accept it. Let it go. Let all your preconceptions, if it's not your taste in things, all your preconceived notions, for an open mic, let that shit go. And that means you have to give me your ego as well, audience members. Okay? So, take out your ego. Show me them like I did mine. Show me them. Raise them high. All right? Be proud of that ego. It has saved you in times when it needs to be used that way. Good. At the count of 3, I want you to yeet it at me. Okay? Yeet it at the tiny Asian man that's standing in front of you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Egos, please. Oh, my gosh. Kavon, you're especially heavy. I know I said don't throw anything. Kaleo, I know that rule. All right? But we're doing like an improv lesson right here or some shit. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to give it to Simone at the merch table when you go ahead and buy some merch. Cool dad hats, pins, stickers, and that, and books, of course. You can retrieve your ego before you leave. But how do you feel now? Honestly. A little lighter, even if it's a symbolic sort of thing. If you didn't throw your ego at me, newcomers, silence it. All right? So it can better serve you for this event. All right? Afterwards, I swear to God, y'all going to be tight. Because maybe you'll hear someone's journal entry. Okay? Maybe you're going to hear someone's fucking traumas tonight. Maybe we're going to switch it up and maybe they'll make you laugh. Okay? There's professionals here that have been performing for a very long time. There's also amateurs here, all right, that have never touched an open mic. And there's people in the middle, right, that kind of do this aside from their corporate job, okay? They tap into a space like this that is always readily available because of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe for whatever old reason. They pick it up, they put it down, pick it up, put it down, whatever their life allows. Thank you so much for doing that, okay? But no more ego. Let's just do this open mic. All right, and really receive each other the right way. Can we do that? Yeah. Can we get a hell yeah? Can we get a non-secular amen? Excellent. All right. You see that, chat? I hope you come here one day. I really do. Go share the YouTube link in your social media so people at home can come and watch this on their laptops or their phones, and then one day in person. Okay, so let's take a look at the list now. Has it propagated with so many people? All right, a couple of more people. What kind of acts? All right, we got poetry. A lot of poetry tonight. I know this is the Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic, but again, it's an all-act open mic. Go tell your friends who are comedians, who are rappers, who are singers, that they can, of course, perform here as well. We really take that. All right, so it's going to be a heavy night. Fuck. That's usually how it is with the poetry. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right, so when I bring you up here, all right, we'll go first. First up is Soul Flow. Soul Flow, where are you? All right, Soul Flow. Hold on. Wait. No, Soul Flow. Take it easy, all right, because I'm going to explain like a baseball term, something called on deck. All right, that means the second person. That means the person after Soul Flow, and then so on and so forth. So when I say on deck, we got Kavon. Kavon, where are you? All right, there's Kavon. Kavon and anyone else on deck, I want you to start warming up, lock in. All right, if you memorized your piece or whatever the case, all right, you got a little bit of time while Soul Flow comes up here and does their thing. Let's begin this open mic. Coming to the stage, give it up for Soul Flow, everyone. Yes! Energy. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you
Excellent.
doing? All right. I never know what I'm going to perform. I didn't know I'd be first. Okay. This piece is called I Call to You. Wild women, I call to you. No matter who you are or what you've been through, the mistakes and the gives and takes, for all that was at stake, I call to you. To awaken, to free yourself from all that has been taken. And that's not to say there wasn't joy and laughter. Maybe it was what came after. Hollow tears or faint cries, whatever got you through all those years, know that now you are here. Wild women, I call to you to release all those fears and relinquish those voices that hastened your flow. Accept all your choices and just let go. Step out of the journey and drop into the play. Listen to the music that plays for you today. And like my girl Janice said, it's all one long day, man, so don't wait till you're dead. Clear your head from all the to-dos. Let go of the nonsense that tries to contain the real you. Ask yourself to forgive yourself, that is, because I don't want you to miss this. Remember the one inside and tell her to come out and play, that she no longer needs to hide. Maybe she feels lost at sea, trying to find her way across this life course, and which way to go. No one really knows what might be right, might be left in hindsight. So is there a way to live our lives free from any illusions caused by energies diffused in schools of thought that are used in ways to tame the inner wild, the women, the child, because of systems put in place designed to lessen our haste? Well, now you're ready. It's time to embrace the goddess in your face. Made of stars, she will go so far, so together as one who needs to know if freedom is real, or is it only something we feel on the journey towards the place in wards, the core inside, where all truths lie? And did we even choose this flight? Well, now it's time to ignite in sight. Let's begin with the time when you said you were fine. It wasn't a universal test, you simply did your best. So let me touch upon this topic about unwanted sex. Some said no when others kept going. Well, fuck you, man, because here we are flowing. And let me teach you a lesson, man, and no doesn't mean you can. It doesn't mean you should take the lead. It's not permission to proceed. It doesn't mean you can disrespect. Why don't you take this moment and go reflect? Instead, just communicate. Don't assume each moment is meant to bait, because not all women are fishing. Some of them already have a net. Some are out here chasing butterflies, just trying to forget all the bullshit that swirls around. So if she says, fuck off, back the fuck down. And you, wild woman, let this lyrical mastery take you higher. It's time to soar and dream I aspire to inspire words that will take you beyond what seems. I write to show feelings within, to let you know I wish to you beauty and love in all forms, bountiful energy to push past all norms, and the strength to weather all storms. Fellow goddesses, I wish for you an embrace of all the new, fresh eyes, warm smiles, poetry that will last for miles, and a friendly reminder to fuck all the fears and to live your life not numbered by years, but by love and care. May it take you everywhere, inside and out, till you forget about what you've been searching for, because you have already found what you have been looking for. You see, my love, you don't need to be more. You are magic, my dear, so hold these words near. Don't hide the wild inside. Embrace the discipline from the wisdom within. Thank you.
Give it up for Soulflow, everyone. Warming up the mic. Like that. Thank you so much for that. That was fucking wild, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Remember the ego? Don't hold back, chat. You don't have ego anymore. Let's practice snapping. Okay? Can we practice snapping? Meaning it was a little too quiet on the sidelines. I was like, no, she's spitting right now. Okay, all right, we got the snapping done. If we like something, all right, let out some noise, all right? How about some stomps, Kaleo? Some stomps, okay? Yeah, all right. How about if you hear a lot, because there's a lot of poetry tonight, if you hear a line that resonates with you, all right, say something like, run it back! Fucking do it one more time, come on. Run it back! All right, so that's what you say if you hear something sick. I was taking notes in the back. What did you say? You said, if she says fuck off, back the fuck down. Run it back. Well, that's what I would say. That shit was tight. All right. And maybe, just maybe, the poet will run it back. There's no guarantee that they remember what they said. But okay. But thank you so much, Soulflow. Don't be afraid, crowd, to make some noise. And what do we think about that, chat? Say something in the comment section. All right. On deck, we got some more poetry for Mike. Mike, where are you? Mike? Hey, Mike. Thanks for sticking around, pal. Appreciate you. Okay, so coming to the mic, coming to this mic, Mike. Give it up for Kavon, everybody. Yes. Hands together for Kavon. Sweater. Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kavon, and my poem is called Missing Puzzle Piece. As I get older, I'm starting to realize that death is a lot more than just the end of life. It is the passing of the torch for lessons and wisdom that continues to go on and on from generation to generation. Death is the missing piece of the puzzle that makes me feel incomplete. Death is like a shattered piece of glass with shards that always hurt, that tend to bring pain when those that have passed are brought up in conversation. I try to pick up the puzzle pieces with the desire to feel whole again, but what remains is a human being that is hurt and broken. When I find out that someone I once knew has passed away, everything that I say ends with again. The first thing that sinks in is the fact that I won't ever get to see this person again. I won't get to share a moment with this person again. I won't get to experience life with this person again. I have to learn how to continue my life after being heavily impacted by the influential presence. The man that I have become is a person that is failing to fill a void of someone who was, is, and always will be irreplaceable. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram at Kavon the Poet. That is spelled Kavon the Poet. Thank you.
Good for Kavon, everybody. Yes. Oh boy, we're sad today. I like that. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for sharing that. Very touching stuff. That missing piece. Okay. You see what Kavon did there at the end? Kavon plugged themselves, all right, because Kavon is a pro at this, all right, for everyone. I did mention this before. If you have something to plug, like your social media, all right, or some event after your piece, please go ahead and do so. People are watching online, and of course, you can connect to people that are sitting right next to you, all right? So plug yourself. A little shameless promotion never hurt. Okay. On deck, we got the comedic stylings of Dan Laitman. Dan, where are you? Thanks, Dan. All right. A little silent raise of hand. Okay. Coming to the microphone. Give it up for Mike. Yes. It's Mike, everybody. How you doing?
How's it going, everyone? I'm Mike. It's my first time doing this, so bear with me. These are some of the things I wish I could have said to her. I wrote these for Dr. CCA. My first poem is called I Can't Wait to Run Into You. I can't wait to run into you. The grocery store would be nice. Or maybe by the river. It could be the bar. I'll pretend like I'm doing fine. Pretend like I haven't written endless pages about you. Pretend like I have nothing to say. Or pretend like this is how it's supposed to be. I'll pretend like my heart doesn't still beat to your drum. We'll pretend like we never were what we both knew we were, what maybe we still are, or still could be again. I wonder if this time I'll be able to hold back those 3 words, the ones that lie dormant on the tip of my tongue. We both know I do, but do you? It's funny, I still rub my thumb under the callus that the ring left under my finger, and I get really sad thinking one day the skin's gonna be soft again. And that's why my second poem is called I Hate That I Still Care. I always wear earplugs to silence your voice, but instead your words echo in my chest like a loud whisper speaking directly to my soul. I cross out the tattoo on my ribs bearing your name, for it's too painful to fully cover up the memories, so I wear them on my skin like a scar. Her eyes shine looking into mine, hands and bodies interlocked in a dim bedroom, and yet yours are right behind hers, gazing at me as if through a tinted window. I wish I could hate you. I wish I could forget. And still, in her, in whoever, I only look for you. And I find you every time. How are you? Did you eat? Did you sleep? Did you drink water? Are you safe? Why do I wonder? Why do I care? Why do I hold on after everything that you put me through? These questions eat at me constantly like a fly on a horse. They beat on me furiously like a boxer on a heavy bag. They weigh on me. The weight on my chest that nobody knows. At least I know I loved you, and maybe still do, and maybe always will. And yet you're not mine anymore. And that's how I want it? My last poem is called Some of the Things. I said some of the things I wish I could say to you yesterday, and it felt like riding a bike. The conversation flowing like we never said those things that night. Like we never spent months apart, like we never spent nights with another. Like one day you'd even still be my children's mother. For just a few minutes and a few clicks on my phone, for just a few seconds, you again felt like home. I said I was okay, way less than I really had to say. And it felt like you knew. You'll read it all in print one day. But the world keeps on spinning and now I'm back at my desk. But in just that brief daydream, I was no longer a mess. So maybe we're over, so maybe we're not together, so maybe we'll never again be a lover. This love story's not finished, not even close, but now the memories just linger like a ghost. Thanks, everyone.
Give it up for Mike, everybody. Yes. Oh, man, Mike. Calloused finger thing. I feel you on that one. If you relate to anything that you hear, go talk to the author. All right, I'm sure they'll love to talk to you about it. Okay. On deck, we got Ibrahim. Ibrahim, where are you? Thanks for coming, pal. Appreciate you. All right, to make things a little lighter in the room, the always funny Dan Laitman. Yes, I said always funny.
Thanks for not saying chuckles anymore.
My favorite word, Dan.
God damn it! All right, hi guys. This is fun doing comedy after the most earnest performance imaginable. So I think the safest place to have sex in ancient Roman times was the Trojan horse. I have schizophrenia because I have to. And we're like the clown car of people. Like, we're very small. A lot of people are packed into us. People are afraid of us for no reason. Me and my wife actually just went to see the Jonas Brothers in concert, it was really great to see Nick and the other two. Actually, I'm 5'6", and my wife is 5'4". So if like there's anybody that's over 5'7", we are what are we even doing? I took a karate class for the first from age 16 to 19, and when we ate lunch, it was all just chopped salads. My cousin is going through a midlife crisis. She's 34. She's just a pessimist. I try to be chivalrous around my wife. Like, it turns out it's not as chivalrous as it could be when you throw a jacket over a puddle. When she bought that jacket. This was a favorite last time, so I'm gonna do this one. So I'm a big dog fan. I took my dog to the vet, and the vet took a thermometer and stuck it up her butt, either to find out her temperature or to find out if she nasty. This is so. But one of my friends was schizophrenic. I have schizophrenic, and I have friends who are not schizophrenic. And one of them told me, like, "Oh, I have an imaginary friend." I'm like, "You narrowed it down to one?" All right. That is all the new stuff I have. Keep going. You guys want to hear some jokes that actually work? As a schizophrenic person, I love Bitcoin. Because even as a psychotic person, I can look at that and go, that's not real. Actually, I also love people wearing fedoras. I can relate to them so much. Like, I hear voices, you think you look good, we're both delusional. But for my schizophrenia, I blame my dad. Because he would read Lord of the Rings to me at night. And he would do the voices. I was like, I want to do voices too, and I just took it way too far. I used to live in a one bedroom apartment, and my friend was like, "Oh, so you don't have roommates?" I'm like, eh. Clearly, I am very good at this. And my friend asked me, like, you said to me, like, you're great at this. Do you have like a team of writers? I'm not, like, it all comes from up here, so yes. All right, I'm almost done. All right. Before my wife, I dated an Indian woman because I want to disappoint somebody else's parents. Actually, I have a wife now, but I have schizophrenia, so I might be gay. Because with all the voices, there are other men inside of me. This was very fruitful, I think. All right. All right. I think I'm good. All right. You can catch. You can catch me at Dan_Laitman_standup. Thanks, guys.
Give it up for Dan Laitman, everybody. Again, give it up for Dan Laitman, because there's a lot of people to give it up to. You get it? That was a joke. Okay. Look, thank you so much, Dan. Dan doing comedy on hard mode. tonight, all right? And you can regularly see him over here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. If you know some comedians in your life or some singers or some rappers, please tell them to come and do their thing. Give us their tight 5. Pause. Okay. Up on deck, we got Kaleo. Kaleo, where are you? There's Kaleo. Hey, pal. Okay. But coming to the stage, give it up for Ibrahim, everybody. Yes, I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right. Okay. How you doing? Oh, I remember you. You're from the Slam, right?
Yeah, I was there on one day.
I remember. Oh, is this good?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my God.
That's too hard. All right, yeah, that's perfect. How you doing tonight? All right. Any 90 babies in the audience tonight? Yeah. All right. You're gonna enjoy this, son. This one's called Music to My Ears. When I was a young boy, my brother had an iPod. He was a teenager. He scared the living shit out of me. But he showed me the way. He would listen to his music. I was just a kid. I was 7. But I felt it bring me to life. It was summertime. School was out. The calm before the storm. But little did I know, it wasn't a scene. It was an arms race. Because September soon came. Wake up. Here comes the rain again. The cruel school year, when innocent bodies hit the floor. I felt myself going under. I was lost. It felt like I was somewhere I didn't belong. The real world was cold, but at the same time, the world was having more fun than me. The dark began to rise. I knew that it would be easier to run. They said I was a bad person, so they didn't like me. Only when I stopped to think about it, I realized I really was in the business of misery. All I wanted was a little of the good life, but in reality, I should have walked away. Beaten. Why for? Nothing was all right. Nothing was mine. Not school, not family. I was alone in the world. Life was a nightmare. I felt like a freak on a leash. I wanted to be a hero, but I wasn't. I was just a boy. I decided to face the music. I stood alone in the city of evil. Nothing but my headphones. I couldn't hear a sound on the radio, but I knew that this was me. Was I okay? I don't know, but I was in too deep. What even was it? Maybe I was trying too hard, but I guess I accepted that the change was good. I didn't mind what happened now and then, as long as the music was my friend at the end. It came as no surprise. It brought me back to life. When the world fell away from me, when I was forced to fall in reverse, it wasn't a phase to me. It was an escape. My headphones would take me to Never Never Land. Even when things started looking up, you knew where I'd be found. But real life is still worth living, right? So while it seems like at the end, it didn't even matter, in actuality, it was just music to my ears. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram at ij.jumpman.
Give it up for the Jumpman! Oh, thank you so much for that. Okay, cool. All right, good job, Ibrahim. Excellent work. I love the references. Were we like emo like me? I was fucking. You heard the references, right? Y'all caught that? Not too much over your head? Okay, those are bars. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. On deck, we got Savannah Lucas. Where are you? Savannah, get on deck. You're ready. Get warmed up. But coming to the stage. Oop, who did I have? Coming up to the stage, we got the one and only Kaleo, everybody. Yes!
How's everyone doing tonight? My name's Kaleo. They say things come best in threes or pairs, so tell me why I feel like the only one. Why does loneliness feel like a rib being snapped open from the inside? A slow, deliberate cracking like the world is prying me apart just to see what spills out. Tell me, why does it feel like everyone else was built with matching parts while I came into this world mismade, molding myself out of scraps, hoping someone might mistake me for whole? Two. Two is the pulse of life. Two hands clasped, two foreheads pressed, two bodies curled into a shape that says, don't go. Two is a promise. Three is religion. Three is the trinity of meaning. Three is the cycle of being past, present, future. Me, myself, and I. Three is the universe knowing exactly what it's doing. But one, God, one is a wound. One is the taste of copper in your mouth when you held on too long to something that doesn't hold back. One is the moment your chest hollows out as if the world reached in and scooped you clean. One is a heartbeat with no echo, no beat. Have you felt it? That cavern forming under your sternum, a sinkhole of silence where your own thoughts ricochet like trapped animals scratching to escape. Have you navigated crowds and felt your skin tighten like it flinches away from touch, like every shoulder brushing past you is another reminder you are not being reached for? Have you laid in bed feeling your bones hum with a loneliness so deep it vibrates, a frequency only your blood seems to hear? This is what being the only one feels like. The body turning into an unanswered question, soul turning into an empty house, mind turning into a hallway with every door locked from the outside. It's visceral, it's feral, it's animal. It's waking up at 3 a.m. with your throat tight and your hands trembling because somewhere, someone is holding someone else and your body knows it before your mind can catch up. It's the stomach drop when you realize you've become so used to surviving alone that you've forgotten what it feels like to be chosen. It's the taste of silence, bitter, metallic, like licking the edge of a knife just to remember what feeling is. And still, people smile and repeat the same line. Things come best in threes or pairs, as if it helps, as if that comforts. As if saying it will magically summon the missing pieces you've carved out of yourself. So tell me why my chest feels like a demolished building, why my shadow feels like the only witness I have left, why I keep searching for proof that my existence deserves a counterpart. Tell me why I feel like the only one, and the universe, cold, uncaring, absolute, leans in, presses its finger against my pulse and whispers, because some souls are forged alone before they ever learn to be held. You can find me on IG at Kaleo Kauhola, Kaleo Kauhola. Period.
Give it up for Kaleo, perhaps my long-lost cousin. We don't know yet. 23andMe will determine. Thank you so much, Kaleo. Yo, if you're feeling that same way right now, chat, all right, at home maybe, okay, feeling that bit of loneliness, that need for connection, go outside and touch grass, book a plane ticket to New York City, come to a Nuyorican Poets Cafe event. And for everyone here that came in feeling a little hollow, like they need to connect with each other after the show, all right? And of course, exhibit it in your art as well. We'd love to see it, all right? After Savannah is on deck is Son of David, but not before a quick commercial break. So let's get to it. Give it up for Savannah, everyone. Yes! All the way to the stage. Hello.
Hi. Hey. I was having like a random day in the city, and I was like, I'm going to come as a spectator, but that never works. All right. When does love get old? These feelings of blues. Always searching for an escape, and I guess you are too. Maybe in different ways, but we're both still in a loop. I admire my being while you pick and choose who you want to be, all in different moments. Zooming into you now, I'm starting to focus my approaches. I always question myself. Why does my love go bad? Always left indebted to myself. explaining the reasons on why my men change through each season. What have I done wrong? Is it me that's the problem? A constant pattern involved in all the men I've prolonged, yet I'm still not tired. Chasing a feeling that I know I deserve. I need to prove I can change someone. And to my traumatized mind, it makes all the sense in the world. Putting in hours for a love that my ears never heard, because I have never seen a man like them change, not even one with the most beautiful woman in the world. So take me as I am, and I take you as you are. Kindness is free, so I disregard all my scars and instead look at the stars that shine so deep in their eyes. I am one of a kind, so I see what is blind. Benefit of the doubt shapes the frame of my mind. Optimism falling short, I see the decline. And maybe those stars only ever twinkled when I shined, because you reflected the best parts of me and had a moment with the divine. I saw me in you, and maybe only in the slightest, but I'm so blessed that the tiniest parts of me still allowed you to be ignited. I stamp each man with the name of my soul, an undeniable facet of the magic I withhold as a woman who's been folded, tossed, and thrown, still with the power to forgive and uphold all that I know. I shine light on who they are because I am so transparent with my being, awareness consuming them, the ultimate form of God's beating. And while some hold the strength to embrace it and change, others fall victim to the spirit of the strange. A woman of my caliber, beauty, and mind, he can never reach the throne that sit next to mine. He can never cry the tears that it takes to rewind the guilt of his actions, the key to his divine. Pride consumes him, so he will not grab my hand. Time confuses him, so he will not walk my land. Pain creates him, so he will not leave his stand, because holding on to it is easier than allowing it to scram and coming face to face with each demon that he's known. Somehow he's allowed guilt to feel like a home and accountability to feel like no's. Still I yearn for a man who can reap what he sowed. Below my value, below my pros. God keeps showing me what I deserve, but still I fold. Not in sync with my sanctitude. I must understand these punishments. He did not give me a blessing this high to not be wise of my accompaniments. I believe in all I am and all that I deserve, so I offer my sincerest apologies to the all-forgiving Lord, to the God who created me and the one inside. I accept my place in the 1% of this time, and that my journey was never meant to be easy. I will refuse loneliness to consume me, for unworthy men to keep me. There is something new that I must prove to myself, and that is changing my muse for men who don't even know themselves. Eye to eye, I now see the truth. The next one will not be one of mine, but rather one that you choose. Amen. Thank you. My Instagram is I am Savvy L. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, give it up for Savannah! Yes. Oh my gosh. That confidence, love that. I was gonna be a spectator, but it never works. I love that. That was a bar to begin with. Thank you so much, Savannah, for pulling up as a spectator. Now, speaking of spectating, you're gonna watch me do a little halftime show. Okay, can we do that a little bit? All right, sit tight, chat. There's a lot of information. Of course, after the stream, there will be a short video re-explaining everything that I'm going to explain to our studio audience about the Nuyorican Poets Cafe and their plethora. Big word for Elmo. Plethora of events. We got a lot of events spanning all throughout the week, Monday all the way to the weekend. All right, so if you miss a Wednesday night open mic, there's still events you can tap in and get some of this culture in you, okay? Of course, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a legendary organization, has been around for more than 50 years, started in a little living room by our founders, and has expanded globally thanks to live streaming and things of that nature. So you are part of history and tradition. I'm telling you, there are acts that have come through here, musical ones that have gone on to be huge stars and making livings for themselves, writers, musical acts, people like Erykah Badu, people like Eminem, people like Mos Def, Talib Kweli, people like MF Doom have approached this event specifically, our open mics, and did their thing. All right, and gone on to great things. But also, this is a place that if you're not about that life, it's okay. You can still come here and express yourself. All right, that freedom of speech, super rare nowadays. It is a place to actually practice it. All right, so starting on Mondays, all right, you can express yourself at a Nuyorican Bowery Slam. How many people have ever been to a poetry slam? Raise of hands if you've ever been to a poetry slam. How many people have been to our poetry slam? A couple of them. Kaleo, for example, Kavon, they've all competed. Our poetry slams are competition based. 15 poets in, one poet wins. All right, it's a $20 cash prize for the winner at the end of the slam. There's 3 judges, there's a cumulative score. All right, and then you get bragging rights at the end if you get, as I said, the highest score. It's pretty tight. That's every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club, not too far from where you're sitting right now. Doors open at 6:30. As a slammer myself, I suggest you get there an hour early, all right, because we're all there waiting to get in. It's kind of first come, first serve in terms of the competition, okay? Host asks for flyer switch in parentheses and italics. Okay, all right, if you win that Monday slam, I see it. All right, you get a chance, if you're available, to come to our final Friday slam. That is the last Friday of the month. So far this year, we've gone through like 10 of them, right? And so we are still looking for a November winners from our Monday slams to go to our final Friday slam. All right, that is where all the Bowery Slam winners compete against each other. All right, and there's a lottery spot as well. If you've never won a Monday, that's fine. You can still come in and try your chance there. $100 cash prize. $100! All right, 80 more than that 20. That's pretty good money. All right, if you win our final Friday slam. Our final Friday slam for November is free. It is usually at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater in Times Square. In November, because of the holidays, it will be online. All right, in a little Zoom meeting, you'll be able to compete wherever you're sitting at. All right, so please consider coming to a Monday so you can qualify for a Friday. And all of our winners throughout the year of 2025, there's been some real great competition. They have been invited to something called the Grand Slam. This is pretty tight. I mentioned this before the show. It's my birthday, so that'll be a nice gift. All right, 12/26, 2025, we'll have our Grand Slam at the Apollo Stages at the Victoria Theater in Harlem. It's a theater attached to the famed Apollo Theater. We had one last year. It was super lit. We're going to do it even bigger in an even bigger theater. So please consider coming. All right, and witnessing the best of the fucking best. I'm telling you, the best spitters that this city has to offer. The tri-state area pretty much has to offer. Okay, you get $1,000 if you win that one. Okay, and an invitation to the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe Slam Team. And the Slam Team goes to competitions all over the country, and we've had many successes that come through our slam team. Saul Williams, spoken word artists like Saul Williams, Aja Monet, Mahogany Brown. All right, these are now staples in the spoken word poetry community. They've all come through and been a part of our slam team in the past. So consider my birthday, that's gonna be the best birthday present. Moving on towards down the list, down the calendar, Wednesdays. You're here for the Wednesday night open mic, courtesy of the Loisaida Center, who is our foster home until our cafe opens. Our cafe is, the original location is under Nuyorican construction, okay? And it is slated to open next year. All right, we have granted money from the city, and we're putting it to great use. All right, if you remember what the Nuyorican was back in the day, think even grander. All right, multiple stages, places, a cafe, a real cafe. It's gonna be so great. All right, I don't want to spill too much about it, but look out for that. But until then, all right, the Loisaida Center here has led us to our famed open mic series. Okay, starting on the first Wednesday of the month. All right, we have something called Wow. All right, everyone say wow. Wow, I know. It's Women Orator Wednesday. That's what the acronym stands for. It's an all-act open mic, just like the one that you're sitting at right now, but specifically for all women and women representing peoples. You get your own space for the night, God damn it. Finally, okay? This is the first Wednesday of the month, every month. So please tap into that. Men can pull up too. All right, allies, pull up too. All right, but it's the ladies' night, and ladies' time to shine, of course. And every other Wednesday after that, you meet me again, Soulflow. Isn't that nice? All right, at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, Wednesday night, open mic hosted by yours truly, Brian, the motel guy. All act open mic, you know the deal, $10 at the door, but that $10 will get you on the live stream. That $10 will get you a copy, high quality audio and video capture of your performance. I can't wait to see your performances after. They look great. I was watching it in the back. All right, doors open at 6 o'clock. The sign-up sheet is still open, newcomers and anyone that just popped in. The sign-up sheet is still open if you'd like to fill it up. So please do so. All right. Many other flyer switch, many other events, including an online open mic. Has anyone here ever done the online open mic with the Nuyorican? How much was it? Right, but do you remember how much it was, Kavon? It's fucking free to do an online open mic. If you have to go back to Kansas or Georgia or wherever you're from, London, you can still tap into this Nuyorican. London? Oh, that was freestyling right there. Sick. What's up? Thanks for coming through. All right, when you go back home across the pond, get on your laptops on Thursdays. It's a free open mic. You can still capture the energy of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe until you come back. Okay? All information, of course, you can go to our website and the QR code if you missed anything. But of course, this is for our online people watching the live stream. All right, tap in tomorrow. We'll have an open mic hosted by my friend Elemental. It's every week. All right, we got a slam workshop for those interested in getting your slam game on top quality. Okay, that is online, second Tuesday of the month, and it is also free. Okay, free. And we have 1,000 Words open mic at the International Center of Photography. I host that mic. Okay, that's not too far away. Kavon has been to it. It's a great event, so look out for that. We have outdoor and indoor poetry events in Battery Park City, NJ Park, over where I'm around in Newark, New Jersey. Okay, in the Bronx, we got tons of events. Please consider coming. Flyer switch, last slide. Okay, because, well, okay. Let me be earnest with you for a second, chat. I don't want to take up too much time. We still have many other performers, but the Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a non-profit organization. And honestly, it has been my dream all my life to work for a non-profit organization, right? When we do consider what we have to do for a living and all that stuff, right? Maybe the most of us, I know personally, didn't want to necessarily go corporate. Okay, feed a big corporation like that. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is not one, has not been one. All right, so please, so it's an honor to work with them. Okay, and if you want to support the arts, want to support a great nonprofit here in New York City specifically, the Nuyorican is the one. It is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. Of course, being that it's a nonprofit, many of you know, right? Ticket sales and the grants that we were just awarded a grant, to my knowledge, Paul, by the Poetry Foundation. All right, all the way in Chicago, pretty sick. But money like that does not cover all of our expenses that we do, as I said, weekly. So your donations are always appreciated. It is the season of giving, chat. All right, you can donate anytime, but also please consider joining our Patreon. I think that's like $10, $10 subscription. You get access to all of our past archives and things of that nature. And it's tax deductible, $10, $20,000. Consider, okay? Please and thank you. Again, go to nuyorican.org/donate for more info, or follow us on our Instagram, Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Like right now, follow them right now. End of halftime show. Did I do good? Yeah? Hope so. Okay. Excellent. Let's continue on with the show. Shout out to our newcomers. Thank you so much for popping in to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Sign up list is still open if you'd like to perform. But if you're just here to watch, strap in and get ready to be sad. All right, we got some more poetry, everybody. I don't know, maybe someone's going to keep it light. On deck, we got Jamie L. Jamie L, where are you? I see you. Is your poem sad? Yeah. Okay. All right. I can't wait to hear it, though. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really can. You've been so enlightening tonight, folks. I appreciate you. But coming up to the stage, Son of David, where are you? Son of David? Give it up for Son of David. He's here. It's him, capital H. Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, that's good.
All right,
Thank
those snapping thumbs ready, chat.
How's everybody? All right. I see acres and acres and acres, from bald heads to cornrows. It's been planted in the minds of those farmers in their lawyer grade suits and wife beater tees, sharecroppers, and baggy jeans. From cell blocks to city cops, when it's time to vote, they'll clean the street with a sweep, but they won't mop. They'll re-up at the docks protected by cops, ordered from the top to flood the bottom. You see, they know the mine's a terrible thing to waste, but as long as we on base, they got us. Too paranoid to steal second and push that man working on his third felony strike to go home because that dope got him nodding. And those who praise that haze because it's legal, with their dreams of getting paid as they give, it ain't a game. You see, because the war on drugs in America is an inside job that has infiltrated our nation's government's faculty, but okay from the top, because in war, there's always casualties. You see, drug dealers are active terrorist cells that have run out of time and have put in the cells to make room for other cells that activate as they continue to push the buttons of our own weapons of mass destruction, from acid to Xanax, because drugs are the weapons of our mass destruction. See, if you kill the head, the body will wither, frying brain cells and turning would-be intellectuals and preachers and teachers and lawyers and doctors and parents and politicians into them niggas they call fiends. You ask me what I mean, but come on, man, you know what I mean. See, those of you who do or don't disagree or agree, like Eldridge Cleaver said, you're either part of the problem or part of the solution, if you ask me. Because I ain't assuming that the war on drugs in America is a time bomb ticking and needs diffusing. It is what it is. Fire in the hole, boom. But if my dudes be fiends, then the government has employed the Taliban, because the weapons of our mass destruction are among us and humongous, man. Spread out through our ghettos like a fungus, man. You got us basing, denying God, and the media have been telling us we've been looking for Pablo Escobar, Nino Brown, Frank White, Osama bin Laden, who they got on every ghetto corner sold in a bag. And while the nation's being had with the plague of addiction, a lot of my brothers and sisters have been made to feel less than citizens, waking up to nod on a half bundle minimum just to get their day started. Like my projects that they 9/11 back in the 70s. Dope-led, dope-fed, turned to dope heads way back in the day before the monkey even started calling them Global Tail Collect, with their terroristic threats and sharing dirty spikes flown like jets into the main vein. Shit. Crack smoke to the brain like the second plane as the nation watches our brothers and sisters crumble from the weapons of all weapons of mass destruction. And yeah, I blame the government. With all their technology like satellites and binoculars, they can look through bricks. Satellites and canines they train to sniff a seed of weed under my car seat, but can't smell 100 metric tons of cocaine and heroin coming in on them ships. Traveling the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, and or the Pacific. Entering our blocks and flooding our docks and killing our folks with the weapons they grow right here in this country like tobacco, knocking off the ones who don't with that airborne missile, better known as secondhand smoke. Weapons of our mass destruction on another level. You see, from Newports to Marlboro, from Alaska to the 5 boroughs, whether shorts, 100s, boxers, soft pack, weapons of our mass destruction ain't just heroin and crack, even alcohol. From absolute to Zimas, DWIs have been running down our little children under the influence of these weapons of mass destruction since back before the Prohibition. Come on, y'all, listen. Whether it's dope to get off E or the shakes men get from gin, weapons of our mass destruction have made slaves of all men, women, boys, and girls again, sending us back to Egypt without even splitting the Red Sea as the nation reads up. And our nation's leaders condense that nonsense. Add common sense, ghetto blocks, and evidence in what you got. 2 or 3 keys? Come on, please. I know motherfuckers around my way that push that, and they swear they big willies, but the head niggas in charge don't even live in the city. but continue to push these weapons of mass destruction upon me and those who look like me and walk like me and talk like me, help build this country like me, and trying to raise up their children to be drug-free like I wanted to be, but I couldn't because my parents were products that produced a warhead like me. And see, this is why I'm charging the nation. Mutiny on the majority of our people in places doing things for things which has been the root problem for this nation's family dysfunction. Whether depression for bipolar or codeine for bad molars, come on, legal weapons are addictive weapons, which made them lethal weapons, reasons for rehabs, turning my sisters to tricking and thugs and went mad for one more pill, bag, drink, or pack of the weapon of their choice of mass destruction. And quite frankly, I'm appalled by this, although I gotta ask myself what part did I play in this war? As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, when I look around, all I see is one big fucking concentration camp. But what the fuck do I know? Where you can find me at? Right here in the Nuyorican.
Come on! Hey! Yes! Hell yeah, brother! That was fucking insane. Thank you so much for preaching. Son of David. Give it up again for Son of David. Spin some knowledge. Okay. Did you clock it? Did you clock all that? That was great. I love the illusion. The drugs, everything to the war on terror and all that stuff. Man, that was great. I love that shit. Okay. On deck with some more poetry, we got MK. MK, where are you? Oh, did we sign up? London, did we sign up? England, did we sign up? The UK? Okay. Thank you for signing up, back row. Appreciate you. Coming to the microphone. Get up for Jamie L, y'all. Yes! Hell yeah! Jamie L ready to raise some hell. And doing it well. Thank you, Hell. Appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. This is my first time doing this kind of thing. I have a little short poem. I do stutter, so I'm a person who stutters, so please bear with me if that happens. This is just a little short poem that I wrote. It is sad. So I think it's sad, but my brother passed away about 6 months ago. So this is just some thoughts. Thanks. So here it goes. Time, my looming master, set in stone, drawn in plaster. Haunting circles in my dreams, familiar tales, repeated themes. I roam the fields of time. Regret resounds in wind and chime. Chain in oppressive march, a songbird darkened, trapped in marsh. Time stirs and awakes me. It pains and stabs and shakes me. A bolt of shivers pierces through the deepest darkness, cold and blue. It digs a hole too deep to fathom, silence deep and pain a chasm. Shreds joy, my tears, it plunders, strikes wounds and fears, it thunders. Time ushers morning new, but yet again will march askew. A blooming flower, wilting tall, awake and stand, and sink and fall.
Yes! Wow. Thank you so much for that. Heck yeah, thank you so much for sharing. You know, especially on poetry, heavy nights like this. Goodbye, SoFlo. Love you. Appreciate you. Okay, see you in a bit then. SoFlo could have caught this message though, right? When it's poetry heavy nights like this, or when it gets super deep and introspective and stuff like that, right? Our mind kind of goes to, this is trauma dumping. Ugh, trauma dumping. Chat, no trauma dumping. All right? Because think of it like this, okay? Shared joy is double joy. Shared sorrow, half the sorrow. Okay, so thank you for cutting it in half, Jamie. I appreciate that. Everyone here with some sort of yearning, some sort of message in their pieces. Thank you for sharing tonight. And I hope you walk away, of course, with half of that into the streets of New York. Okay. On deck, we got Celina. Celina, where are you? Okay, back row again. Back row's gonna kill it right now. Give it up for the back row. First up, we got MK. All the way from the back to the front. Yes! MK's here. Okay. Let's get it, MK. MK.
I'm not very tall.
It's all good. Me neither.
Hi. Okay, I've never done this before, but it's kind of a bucket list thing that I've wanted to do, so. Thank you guys for supporting me. Whew, okay. It's called Dealer's Choice. Sometimes I don't think. Sometimes I think too much. My mother's words an injury, or else a prison. There is something really not right with you, the never-ending project of becoming good enough. Hide your outbursts, overcome your shyness, carved like a marble statue perfected over time. I was the fish, unsure of what water was. Can you accept it was the cards you were dealt, or was it the way you played your hand? Wait, I didn't want to read that part. Sometimes I play solitaire with my past. I stand up for myself when I was told to keep pushing. I say hi to the friend I pretended not to notice on the street. I replace cruel words with kind ones. A shuffle of the cards, a rearranging of my fate, the optimism of a freshly dealt hand. Thank you.
Wow! Where can we find you, MK? Can we find you anywhere? Okay. She's lost. MK's lost. Give it up for MK. No, MK is right in the back row. All right, please stick around. I think we're going to get some time to get a second round in. All right, so thanks for warming up this mic. You may be able to come back up here. All right, we still got an hour of show left. Chat, thank you so much. Some W's in the chat, all right, for our performers so far. All right, on deck. Venomous Words, where are ya? Where's your venom? All right, I remember Venomous Words. Thank you so much for coming back. We have repeat customers. All right, that's how good the product is, Kavon. It's good stuff. All right, they want to come back. Not in that way, son of David. Not the bad kind of customers. All right. Coming to the microphone. Give it up for Celina, y'all. Yes! All the way to the stage. We're gonna keep clapping for Celina. Thank you for coming, Celina.
Hi guys, what's up? My name's Celina, I'm from London. So I'll try and talk slow so you guys can understand. Okay. Oh God, okay, this is kind of deep, but okay. Stuck in my ways, I just need a new start. I'm fed up with these feelings, so with these feelings I depart. So I run from myself and I run to new places, hoping it eases the way my mind races. I walk new streets with no destination. I walk with strength, but on a fragile foundation. I'm running away, the only thing that I know. When things get uneasy, I don't think, I just go. Running away, what a beautiful distraction. Running away, let's turn this pain into action. See, me and my pain, we walk hand in hand. Yeah, my pain has loved me better than any man. See, this pain just won't leave. Yeah, this pain is obsessive. When I finally stop, maybe my pain has a message. See, pain only stays when you choose to hang on. Pain only stays when you keep singing its song. But pain can feel safe, like being tucked in at night. Pain can be comfortable, a familiar sight. Pain is the toxic lovers we still miss. Pain is the wounds we refuse to kiss. Pain is the healing we don't yet understand. Pain is the teacher with a reaching hand. Pain is my weed, sprinkled and rolled up nice. Pain is constantly ignoring my mate's advice. Pain is feeling misunderstood all your life. Pain is seeing our brothers living in constant strife. Pain is within me, pain is within you. Pain's in the collective, are we gonna make it through? Pain is in our prayers as we beg to the skies. Pain is in grieving, that's when real love dies. Pain is seeing loved ones trapped in their own darkness. Pain is asking God why and never getting the answers. Pain is in the growth and the mistakes we make along the way. That's called growing pains, the pain of never being the same. So me and my pain, we walk hand in hand. Maybe pain is the lover I don't yet understand. Maybe if I let my pain in and stop running away, I can realize my pain is my teacher that just had something to say. Have I got time? Should I do another one? Should I do? Okay, I'll do one more. This is a sad one. This is about a breakup kind of thing. Okay. Okay. When two unhealed people come together, Sometimes it's too hard to write each other love letters. And to remember to keep coming back together. And don't run away in your head. And don't let it go unsaid, unsent, or unspoken. Remember, real action is better than posing. And pick yourself if you repeatedly feel not chosen or disrespected. And speak your mind before they turn into just another person you resented. And often we get triggered at our own inventions. Invented, defensive, projected onto our partners. Hurt little children disguised as grown. Haven't healed yet, so true love's not known. Not known deep down like we really should. I love you until the love don't make me feel good. Do you love me or just how I make you feel? Will you walk with me while I learn how to heal? Will we ever figure out how to communicate? Or will the hurt pile up till it's too late? And I add you to the list of just another heartbreak. We're screaming to be heard, boundaries become blurred. Fuck what you heard, I'm telling you how I feel. Yeah, this shit is messy, but I promise you it's real. I want you to be great and I want you to win, but stop looking at me, you gotta start looking within. I'm not perfect, I'll be the first to say it, but I take accountability, this pain, I can't fake it. I wear my pain on a badge and I wear it with pride. I feel everything deeply, I see the pain in your eyes. I'd fight the world for you to find peace, for this is my battle cry. I wish I could heal your heart, I wish I could dry your tears, but I'm in the fast lane, I don't wanna switch gears. Sometimes you gotta start before you learn how to steer, and by that I mean sometimes you just gotta move without fear. And just lead with faith and walk with conviction, because no one's coming to save you, no one's gonna give you the permission.
Where can we find you? Can we find you somewhere?
You can just at my Instagram, Celina Ralph, CELINA RALPH. Okay, bye.
Yes! Speaking it slow for us Americans. I love that. You're like, no, I know. I feel you. The accent and stuff. But thank you so much for sharing. Fuck what you heard. I'm telling you how I feel. That was sick, Celina. Thank you so much. On deck, we got Lemo. Thank you. In the back, thank you so much. You are the last on the list of the first go around. All right, if you're feeling froggy, leap, as Celina would probably say, leap. Okay, if you would like to sign up still, and we're going to take hands in terms of people that want to go again. But the people that haven't gone get first dibs after Lemo, but coming to the stage. Give it up for Venomous Words, y'all. Venomous Words. Yes. There you are. Ready to strike. All right.
How y'all doing tonight? This one is called Delirium. Unhealed tactics, belligerent composures, childlike actions are so unattractive to me, to the point at which I may have to request any affection return to sender. Because if your pretty mouth is unhoused, I do not want you to be my tongue bender, peace gripper, with such ugly fingers, the better in person doesn't apply to you, will never land there. I am unable to casually yearn if you refuse to learn how to act accordingly. According to you, I'm certain you'll hide my ration behind your curtains. I'm inaccessible to you, therefore no lurking on socials or personals. What the fuck did you think? I would suddenly catch vertigo? Amnesia, my common sense, intelligence, and my self-worth to go? That you could play me like Nintendo and lost and found with myself? No. See, you're used to the unfortunate common folk, highly unlikely accustomed to my custom interior, foolishly underestimated my polished exterior. The fabric is raw self. The stitching is self-aware by unique. And the needle utilized with discernment, intentional. The hands behind the needle is a proud student of value, inflicting purpose taught me with each stitch sewn, where my needs to go. It follows a precise pattern of the ones I've consciously chose to let go, along with whom are doomed that beautifully skips gently towards me. To test if I ever stray away from my custom designed shoes, the semi-appealing fool at first glance, I urge you to remove the shades here as gray is the thing. I know when that hotline bling, she rings, they ring, oops, no licky, no ding-a-ling. You can whip out all your hair, bags, and interesting facts since I'm a nerd. And yet still console the gum that resides curbside in which I spat. That's the only taste you'll receive. Because although my standards are requirements and my favorite is when y'all are perfectly below my knees, acquiring intolerant needs does not define neediness. It means my clip game is fucking gnarly. You're lost when you attempt to disbar me since I am the bar. I know I invite the moon and sun, bitch, because I am the star. So when your tasteless words escape your lips and when you think it's locked down because I pray to your swaying hips, remember this, I am not to be fucked with. Don't stroll over to my garden plucking away without watering your own. Got me fucked up. I'm pardonable. You don't meet the criteria. Delirium at its finest, you didn't make the cut. Nevertheless, clip. This a wrap. I'll read one more. One more. This one is called Kiss the Crown. I've been crowned. Oh, what an experience. When the validation of a queen is ordained, I won't stop as I witness your mountaintop peaking. Only then shall I proclaim. You'll be my last, unfamiliar with other names. She drinks me, leaving nothing behind. Words unspoken, yet claims he's mine. In the most intimate hours, I am devoured by her showers, darling. I beg your pardon? Sheets torn when our souls are sparring adornments. Therefore, our lust is never dormant. One accord, she soars and knows how to endure me. I evermore fed, yet violently hungry. I attain the appetite of Goliath. She clenches me close in between her thighs and fill the spaces in between with breaths I hear in silence. Receive me in strides as her backward rolling eyes unfathomably embraces each moment. I excite as my thrusts are dipped in golden. I command her attention because my time is so expensive. Her heartbeat speeds up. She can sense my relentless. The thirst overcame me, robbing all control. Her thunder, no wonder I always want more. Who dictates the power in those dark hours? You? I love your brain now. Fool doesn't suit you. This is where you lose. Sure, you have room to be unruly. Don't ever forget the rules. Because obedience will get you further. If you disobey me, you may like that too. Power pools in the bedroom. Her island hasn't been colonized. I, the overly suitable equipped master. Her mother is nature. My lineage origin is of the beast. She leaves behind disasters when intertwined with me. Thank you.
Give it up for me. Where can we find you, Venomous Words? Anywhere? No, don't find them. Don't find them. Give it up again for Venomous Words. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta take notes. All that game just spit. My gosh. But be careful. Think twice. All right. You gotta be prepared for Venomous Words. All right. Don't fuck with that. Okay. On deck, we got Maria, Elena. Maria, where are you? All right, you're on deck. Sit tight, because before you is Lemo, everybody. Give it up for Lemo. Energy, 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 energy. I'm here for you.
Thank you. Man, you've all been so lovely tonight. I'm kind of amazed that there's so many talented people in here. But then again, it's an open mic, so talent is kind of prevalent around here, I guess. Yes. I haven't been here in almost a year now. I was here like January? I think it was that time. So I'm getting back into this, so please bear with me if I'm just a little antsy about it all. The title of this poem is actually the first line. I hope this hurts. Mother Nature whispered this to me as she wheeled my body into the operating room. Her green scrub smelling of fresh pine, cheap metal. You'll be given a second chance, she said. We will save your life through death and make you the modern miracle marvel no one will want but everyone will need, like a shot in the dark, resigning their fate like a tag on the toe, so we will break you well and make you better and give you the chance to know sufferance before submission. And I promise, she said, making me swallow this bitter pill, the pain will be perfect, and you will wish you had only died. As she carved my pounds in flesh, euthanized my ego, and fused my arteries with the taste of my own medicine, death, coroner, temporary mourner, nursing a prayer I didn't want, came to inspect what he ordered, and dragging the scalpel and draining my jugular, laid me to rest for the one time that mattered. When I awake, post-operative decay, visitors appear in my vision pale as ghosts, me having paid the price, them wanting the product. They aim to discharge me through violence. Afraid and addicted to the rebound I have made, they autopsy me with shaking hands, for I am the magic bullet that no one wants to bite. Still, they shoot up. Sick as dogs, they sick themselves on me, but breaking, bleeding, bruising out the door, my life spills out of my arms, and I'm the impatient escapee. My body unmended, myself contented. I've never felt so alive, knowing I could die any time. At the corner, I meet myself. Older, frailer, a second chance on its last legs. Examining each other, we laugh at the losses. Me, back on my feet, emboldened, endangered, exiting in pain. Them, 1 foot in the grave, exhausted, exhumed. They head back for the table. Readmission for another redemption. One will live and one will die. Yet, for now, I don't collapse. And for now, they don't relapse. So as I rush, stream, flow by like fresh blood, I smile and scream to myself, I hope this hurts. Thank you. You can't find me anywhere. I'm so sorry. I'm off the grid right now, so please excuse me about that one. Thank you.
Give it up for Lemo, y'all. Yes. Well, don't be a stranger. Coming back after that brief reprieve. Thank you so much. All right, you're always invited back. The door is always open. The mic is always on for you, Lemo. Thank you so much. All right, coming to the stage for the end of this first round. Give it up for Maria Elena, y'all. Yes. Energy.
Hi. I'm incredibly nervous.
Okay, don't be. No egos, y'all. Let it go.
This one's called Architect of Betrayal. I've been giving out hope. Sorry. Run it back. I've been giving out trust like spare change to people who never knew its value. Dropping loyalty into hands that couldn't hold water, let alone me. I showed up whole to rooms already cracked, pouring patience into palms, maybe hoping this time someone will hold me gently instead of gripping until I slipped through their fingers. I kept asking myself, why do I keep ending up here? Why do I keep giving chances to storm stress's shelter? Why do I keep loving in droughts where nothing ever grows back? I blame the timing, the people, the patterns, the red flags I shredded into confetti because hope loves a celebration. I blame the universe, thinking maybe softness was a luxury tax I was destined to pay. Meanwhile, the truth kept circling me like a confession with no envelope, quiet and heavy, waiting for the moment I finally open it. Because someone kept guiding me straight into heartbreak traps, lighting the path with false optimism, sweet-talking me into staying every time disappointment returned like a monthly subscription. Someone kept passing out front row seats to folks who never earned the ticket. Someone kept offering grace like unlimited free samples, unconditional, unguarded, and way too accessible. Someone kept ignoring every emergency exit because potential looked attractive standing in the doorway. Someone kept whispering, maybe this time, even when history was running the same tired rerun with better lighting. Someone led me down waterfall trails, letting rivers pour from my face again and again, turning sorrow into scenery and pain into routine. And still, I protected them, defended them, made excuses for them. Let them convince me that love required bruised knees, bitten tongues, and forgiveness on infinite refill. I kept searching outside myself for the culprit, examining every face, every memory, every moment, like a detective in the wrong crime scene. And then I turned inward, looked at my own reflection in the eye. Then the truth hit, like a final plot twist I should have seen coming. It was you, all along. The sweetest traitor I ever loved, the one who meant no harm, yet built no scaffold sturdy enough to protect me. The architect of the betrayal, my own heart. Thank you. Wow. That was only one that I'm gonna share for now. Maria.Elena, 2 underscores in the front, 4 in the back.
Come on, Maria. Give it up for Maria, y'all. Thank you so much. Wow. Heavy stuff, chat. Okay, before we begin the second round. All right, can we take a deep breath? Can we do that collectively? All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come on. And exhale. You might not find any answers after this event. Sorry. But I hope that after you create your art, you'll be far away from it enough, all right, to be able to let it go, okay? And thank you so much for doing it so far. All right, we got a little bit more time together, so let us utilize that, shall we? At the count of 3, I will ask for a hand. Well, okay, I'm sorry. Did anyone not sign up yet that wants to go? You? Okay. Get back there, bud. Go sign up. Thank you so much for considering. Anyone else? Because they will go first. Anyone else? Okay. No? All right. What's your name? Yeah. Kris with a K. I'll give you a bit of time to lock in. Okay, Kris? Not yet. You won't jump in. I will get a raise of hands. Who wants to go one more time? I think I have time for like a handful of people. Okay, Soulflow. I see you. Kavon, I see you. Kaleo, I see you. How do you spell Kaleo? Okay. No, I got it. I'll sound it out. Okay. Savannah, I see you in my peripheral. Thank you. Who else? Oh, Ibrahim, is that you? Yes, okay. Dan Laitman, you want? Oh no. Dan doesn't want to. Oh, yeah, Dan left. I'm sorry. Son of David. I'm so glad I stopped smoking weed. I can remember things now. It's so good. Okay. Son of David likes that. All right. Anyone else? In the back. Venomous Words. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I think 7's good. All right, let's do a second. Oh, Maria, did you want to go? Okay, Maria, I'm gonna let you go last, okay? All right. Kris, you ready to rock? All right. Round of applause. Give it up for Kris. Last minute. All right, jumping off the bench, ready to go.
Yo, let's go.
Let's go.
And thanks, y'all. Y'all inspired me to spit today. I wasn't planning to. I was just gonna come here, catch a vibe, see the scene. Anyway, this is called Steady Temperature. You can't overheat the oven. That's not how it cooks faster. It's just ready when it's ready. Meanwhile, I just gotta stay steady. Steady on the grind, steady on the 9 to 5, steady with the pen, steady with the rhyme. Always gonna ride the wave within, keep it genuine 110%, but impatient. Next step is gonna happen when? I don't understand like everything's foreign. Why it seems so hard for me but easy for them. However, this is my theme park and you gotta be this high to ride. The drop gets more special after the steepest climb. So 1 foot in front of the other, trekking like ABC, finding out what's under the layers like Shrek and Donkey. Digging deep below the surface, Marion Trench in the sea. And if I make it to the summit, it's all more special to me. Cause I know I really fucking had to try and dig deep. Even though I wanted it yesterday, it was never meant for me. What if is what keeps me up at night when I count sheep. So I do the only thing I know how. Apply the pressure steady and keep knocking at the door. Knock so many times it becomes harder to ignore. Knock some more times till they shout out me from inside. At some point, it becomes something no one else can deny. Recognize what I've drawn, no one else can design. The gatekeepers never really know what to decide. But the door squeaks ajar when the time is right. After all this time, coming from afar, hear the ding on the timer, crack the oven door. Smell the sweetest scent emanating from the floor. And that first bite makes it worth it. Thanks, y'all.
Give it up. Yes, for Kris, y'all. Thank you so much. All right, catching a vibe. All right, we caught those bars, Kris. Hot fire. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Consider coming again, please. And thank you. All right, I'm sorry. Before we proceeded with the second round, there was a last-minute sign-up. A short story from Danny G. Danny, where are you? Okay, so Danny G gets dibs, all right, before everybody else. Thank you so much for signing up for that first round. Didn't catch you. Give it up to the stage. Hands together for Danny G.
Hey, how's it going? Woo! Also, my first time doing this, but again, inspired by all you guys, I thought I'd share something special to me. So it goes, the sun looked down on the son of a motherless goat, grazing with a smile. He seemed to be quite chipper, though there was no one around for miles. So the sun, in his need to be highest and brightest, decided to see just why, that this son of a motherless goat had such a bright grid that he could see it from the sky. Hey, you goat, why do you smile so bright? Is it because I shine? The goat looked up and said, well, no, it's not your rays this time. The sun just scoffed, and then he said, well, then is it the grass? Because if it is, just know my rays are what make the blades grow fast. The goat just chewed and smiled and said, that's true, you must be proud. The sun interjected, if that's not impressive, then watch me punch through this big cloud. With a bright swoosh, the clouds disappeared and the sun was left floating alone. The goat then stopped grazing and looked up to the sun and said, I think it's time to go home. So the goat started walking, and the sun soon followed to see if it was maybe his home that gave the son of a motherless goat that smile that so brightly shone. For days and days the goat did walk, and the sun never left his side, for the highest and brightest was now to consumed with where this little goat did reside. At the end of the walk there was a small shack with boards that were loose and creaky, and the clouds were so thick that the shine of the sun couldn't make this place look less bleaky. So the sun told the goat, I just don't get it, just why is it that you smile? If it's not my rays or the grass blades, your journey home takes a while. Then all of a sudden a soothing voice came from inside the shack, for the motherless goat heard her son out the window and arose to welcome him back. Is that you, my boy? Said the motherless goat with such a bright grin shining through. You've been gone so long, I was starting to worry that something bad happened to you. So I prayed that the sun would follow you home and keep you in safekeeping. So tell me right now, just who is it with that you're speaking? So the little goat looked up and said to the sun, do you see now why I smile? I'm the son of a motherless goat, and I have been for a while. Now in this gloomy shack I grew with little sun or grass, and it was my motherless goat that raised me to have such class. Sun, when you've gone and night sets in, her smile becomes my light, and when the earth is barren, her love becomes my bite. And when I'm long from home, I'm smiling in the fact that her love commands the sun to always watch my back. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much for catching the vibe too, just like Kris, and doing your thing. Okay. All right. As agreed upon, more people for the second round. First up, well, on deck we got Kavon. Thank you so much for sticking around, Kavon. But give it up for Soul Flow, everyone. Again to the stage. One more time for the evening. Soul Flow. Woo! That's right. The mic is ready for you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. This piece is called Transformation. Welcome back, class. I have a different tale for you. One that may or may not be true. Only time will tell, though it be an illusion. Still I stand here, delighted in delusion. Lost, in confusion, ready to infuse in all the magic and make-believe if you are truly ready to receive. So let's find out. Let's take a trip. Oh, wait. I'm ahead of myself. Let's take a breath and reset. Sit back and relax. Take a hit, stay a while, have a laugh, crack a smile. It's time to release all the thoughts you couldn't cease, because now you're ready to be in the flow. So here we go. Woman in disguise, goddess by surprise. Keep her in a cage, she'll claw your fucking eyes. Instead, take this potion composed of emotion, an elixir of love, and you, the mixer, fallen from above. For we are one and the same, not hindered by conditions of the mundane. But can you handle her when she's feeling blue? Her chakra blocked by thoughts of she and you, wanting something new to express all that's within. For this force has her sins. Or is it sands? She seeks a life free from all the bleak. She's wild-hearted and free-spirited. She sings it loud for all to hear it. She'll show you the new, the drug to take to pull you on through. So let's find out, let's take a trip. For even you are curious if your heart she can flip. So follow her down the rabbit hole. She's Alice, taking you to the show. So just let go. She'll take you back to the moment that is, to the pulse of life that courses through her veins of pain and strife. So let go of the knife wielded of egotistical allure, because you know you want more. Adventures and fun, that is, of life on the run, that is, until you slow down. Because it's love you've truly found. And it's simple, really, the meaning of life, to live in love and release what might, to accept the now and come to see that she's consumed by the rawness of infinity, of her own mind, that is, as are you and we, for we're all one and the same, you see, sharing spaces of eternity, of the illusions that are space and time, for the fear of this or that, when it's the in-betweens where the love is held back. Now keep up, she's quick, it's true, but she's the one who will guide you through to the other side of the veil of the wall. She'll crawl and leap till she finds her way, because she knows in the end it'll all be okay. She sees beyond. That's why she stays, to show you all the ways that you are wild, that you are free. So open your eyes and see. This is reality. So please, take this message and pass it on from me. The secret to the magic is simple, really. Breathe. Believe, and be. Now back to the start. Just listen to your heart. The first beat you ever knew. This is your gift from the divine. This moment, the present. Do you get it? And it's just for you. Now onwards and upwards, may peace guide you through. And don't forget, the love is always here for you. And since there's nothing but time, here's just one more rhyme for you to pass on when you feel the hope is gone. Flow with grace and gratitude, and try with all your might to let love be the light. And wherever you may journey to, let your soul be that light for you. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. My Instagram is soul, S-O-U-L, of the wild, W-Y-L-D-E. And my whole album is on there as well.
Whole
Thank you.
album?
Yeah.
Whoa, give it up for Soulflow, everybody. Yes, Soulflow did not get a chance to plug themselves the first time around, so we gave them a chance again. What do we think, chat? The second round so far, so good. All right, on deck, Savannah, are you locked in? You have a little bit of time. All right, search that notes app for some more magic. But coming to the stage, give it up for Kavon, y'all. Yes! My friend Kavon's here again.
Hello, everyone. My poem is called The Conversation with Death. Before I die, will I have lived the life that I've always dreamed about? Will I have fought my hardest in every bout? Will I present adequate strength when push comes to shove? Will I get a proper farewell from every person that I love? Will my name be meaningful when it goes after in memory of? Will I be ready to accept my eternal slumber? Will I accept reality for what it is? Or will I wonder, will I be content with my life when the Grim Reaper has my number? Will everything I do in life be worth it? Before I die, will my life be as close as it can get to being perfect? When I die, will I be free from all of my sorrow and pain? Will the story of my life give others wisdom and knowledge to gain? Will my life be complete with no other accomplishments to obtain? Will I be happy? Will others look back on memories that are not crappy? Will I be emotional or emotionless? Will my downfall be painful or painless? Will I be proud of what I created? Will I want to be buried or cremated? When I die, will my artistry become timeless or outdated? After I die, will I be caught by surprise as I get sent into an infinite loop of my own demise? Will the story of my downfall make it to the news? Will I continue to be somebody's muse? Will I have a state of consciousness? Will I be in a realm of discontent or preciousness? Will I have a worthy legacy to leave behind? Will others have a positive message to keep in mind? Will my death mean that I lost control? Will my death make someone close to me not feel whole? After I die, will I not matter? Or will my death make someone's soul shatter? Thank you.
Where can we find you again, Kavon, for the people at home?
You can find me on Instagram at Kavon the Poet. That is spelled Kavon the Poet. Thank you.
Give it up and look at that hat, folks. All right, get some of that merch before you exit the building. And, of course, you can buy it online as well at our website. All right, this is a cool hat. I love this thing. All right, I've never washed it. Don't touch my head. All right, on deck, we got Kaleo. Where's Kaleo? Where you at? All right, sit tight, Kaleo, because coming up to the stage, give it up for Savannah, y'all. Yes! One more time for Savannah. Ooh.
Hi. Okay, this is a poem I wrote when I was, I think, like 18. I'm 23 now, for context, so 5 years ago. Do I really love you? Or is it just the texture of your skin, the warmth of your body, and the way you hold me in? Do I really love you? Or do I just admire the comfort of having someone next to me, exhilarating my body just like ecstasy? I breathe you in, taste your skin, kiss you slowly, and sleep convinced that I admire you for who you are, for a wish that I sing glancing at shooting stars, because I prayed for a love, for the joy and the agony. I craved for a muse that would grant me into fantasy, something to feel, because dealing with solitude was just too real and unideal. I like to believe that this is love, and not just merely soft kisses and passionate hugs, but I know myself when I'm alone. I know myself when I'm home and in no clothes, a naked mind stripped of companionship. The feeling of isolation is not something I can tamper with, because yes, I was born alone, but immediately held in the arms of a love that felt like home, and the feeling of those arms are where I felt comfortable, so I placed myself between yours in order to feel lovable. But between those arms, there are strings attached, because I am a woman that love attracts, and I love love back. It rings my head like glistening bells. In the same way I memorize the words of this poem, I memorize the words of love as well. I memorize the feeling, the tears, and the patterns. Love surrounds me like the rings that circle around Saturn, and dancing on the rims are the boys that I've loved, the boys that have stripped the skin off of my heart with their tongues, speaking better words that left me stuck like quicksand. I fell in love, then struggled to rise, and yet every time I pick myself back up, I get distracted by nice eyes and exciting lies. So I ask myself, do I really love you? Are you just another lifeguard that's here to pick my head up? Are you here to grant my fantasy? Or like a genie, will I rub on you and then be placed into catastrophe? And this is a poem that I don't have an answer to. Love confuses me, a feeling that seems too intangible. It's a guessing game, a parlay of patience. So just kiss my lips until I'm either jaded or naked, stripped of solitude and isolation, until I'm comfortable with detachment and sticky situations, until I know that this love is more than just a mood swing. Kiss my lips like you kiss the bottle of some Douce. Kiss my lips, give me love that I could borrow. Kiss my lips like I'm gonna die tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do I have time for one more? Or was that long? You got 45 seconds. I got 45 seconds? Okay, let's go. Looping in and out of holes of life like shoelaces. Walking different roads of destiny, I've been too patient. Too patient for change to come without ruin the day. Too patient for life to go from bud to beautiful bouquets, not refreshing my soil or watering the base of the seeds that I planted in my mind when I decided I want change. I want change, but I've been settling for the loose coins in my pocket. I've been settling for the leaves that fall off of trees when the weather begins to stop them from holding on to their past. See, even in nature, not all good things last. Everything must be stripped of what has been beautiful at glance in order to adapt to a new life that seeks to be lived. See, we all pray for change, but wait in the midst of clock hands spinning in circles and the sun and moon taking turns of tides pushing up and down and rotations of the earth. See, we all pray for a magic that simply cannot exist. The best version of you does not drop into your hands. It comes from within, from doing everything that you were once proud to uphold, from understanding that even all good things in life eventually get old. There's more to it, but I'm out of time.
Give it up for Savannah. Love it. Real spitters can just go. Love that stuff. Thank you so much. Please consider Savannah and everybody else here, if you are a poet, to slam. All right, every Monday, consider to slam with people like me and Kaleo and Kavon. All right, we're there every Monday. All right, so compete with us, please and thank you. All right, on deck, where is it? On deck, we got Ibrahim. Yes, you still around, pal? Thank you so much. But coming to the stage, give it up for Kaleo, y'all. Energy. You can use a stool. Yes, that's why I have the stool.
I'm gonna try something.
New shit? Stool shit?
New style shit.
Okay.
That's so shit. All right. Y'all, this man has got me wrapped around his hand, not his finger, not his wrist, not his forearm, his whole hand. Like a human friendship bracelet no one asked for, but I continue to renew the subscription. And baby, I can't let go. Not because I'm in love, no. Because apparently I have the self-control of a clearance bin Roomba bumping into the same wall over and over. Like, maybe this time he'll love me back. This man says, hey, and my knees buckle. Like, I've been struck by the Holy Spirit of delusion. He breathes, and I'm like, oh my God, we should get brunch. He looks in my direction, and I'm already picturing us at my family reunion wearing matching shirts like it's a Hallmark movie. He doesn't even try. He just exists. Meanwhile, I'm over here writing slam poems, manifesting, lighting candles, calling my ancestors like, ancestors, hear my plea. Give me one green flag for me, please. Do you know how humiliating it is to be down this bad? I text him, let me know when you're free. He responds 4 business days later with LOL, just LOL. No punctuation, no life, no intention, and somehow my clown ass reads it like, wow, he cares. I am not just wrapped. I am gift wrapped, Amazon Prime, same day shipping, bubble wrapped, hand delivered, signed for, insured, return policy, none. And the worst part, the absolute worst part, I'm self-aware. I know I'm embarrassing. I know I'm out here acting like a Disney princess in a Marvel movie with no powers, just vibes. But honestly, if loving him wrong is wrong, then I will gladly continue my membership in the Down Bad Choir section alto do. We rehearse every Thursday, snacks provided, bring your own dignity. I have none left. So yes, this man has got me wrapped around his hand and I can't let go. Because at this point, if I fall, my pride's gonna shatter, louder than my bank account after rent. And I'm too fragile to be humbled again.
That was good! No sad shit. Wow. Mulan. He pulled out the Mulan, y'all. Yikes. Okay. Proper representation. We love it. All right. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kaleo. That was excellent. Okay, on deck, we have Son of David. You still here, Son of David? Yes, sir. Thank you so much, pal. All right. Give it up. Coming to the stage, Ibrahim, y'all. Yes. All right. Let's try this again.
I wrote the one today. New shit.
No shit.
This one I call Black Rose. I met you when I was in high school. For you, it was love at first sight. For me, it took some warming up. I'll admit, you weren't my first option, but as I'd find out, you were my best option. Your friends didn't like me. It made you feel conflicted. And that's when I said, fuck your friends. If they don't want to be your friends because of me, then were they really your friends to begin with? The answer must have been yes, because you got to have your cake and eat it too. The only thing you couldn't do was get everyone on your side. And that's fine by me. You did all you could, and I appreciate that. Fast forward to the brightest dark days. I felt like a mitten in the lost and found, but you were the other mitten. Even when we were lost together, hand in hand. The nights after I lost my job were all black and white, like I was a dog or something. But you were the color in my vision. I was on your leash, but your vision was jaded too. In the dark nights, the only light we remember was through the white smoke. You'd be in my room, venting your frustration, and then I'd hold you at the end of the night. You still had your friends, but I only had you. You showed the best affection when you were faded, but we were fading for fun. I still loved you in spite of everything else. When I got my new job, I put down the gas, but you pushed your foot on it. I still think that was my fault, because I shouldn't have condoned it in the first place. In a way, I'd say your friends were right. They were trying to protect you from what I could do to you. But I had other means of finding happiness. You and my job were all I needed and all I wanted. But you wanted more of this new life. And that's when I had to ask, do you love me? Am I the reason you're still with me, or is it the gas? I was tired of all of the I don't knows. And I told you that I loved you. And I told you that I hated the new you, that I hated what you were becoming. Our love began to erode in acid. Maybe it was the acid that you bought. We were so far gone in two different directions. I was so far away, but you were so far in. It made you think that you didn't need me anymore. But in reality, you needed me the most. I wasn't a yes man like your friends. I was the one to tell you when you were wrong. That night when you were wildin', I was civil. That's why your friends blamed it on me. But I was the one who rushed you to safety. I was the one who saved your life. In a way, you saved my life too once before. So I guess we can call it even, huh? I'll save you again, because that's the difference between us. I don't need you, but I love you, while you don't love me, but you need me. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah, give it up for Ibrahim, yo. Wow. We love the new shit. And thank you, just like Pavlov. You were like, new shit. Excellent. You know what this is about, okay? Just like Pavlov's dog. I'm sorry for, okay, anyway. So on deck, we got Venomous Words. Where are ya? Ready for some more Venom? I bet you are. But coming to the stage now, give it up again for Son of David, y'all. Yes! All the way to the stage. Energy, 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 energy.
Good evening again. I'm going to slow this one down a little bit. Switch gears. Give a round of applause to the crew, y'all, for real. This is going to be a short poem. Anyone in here like candy besides me? Love candy. Y'all love candy? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, check it out. Candy. Candy. Tell me how many licks would it take for me to get to your Tootsie Roll sin and have you explode like Pop Rocks while I'm clenching on your marshmallow treats and massaging your Godiva till you tell me to stop? You see, because your Kit Kat's like a kitty cat. Matter of fact, how about if we snap off 2 now and save the rest for later when I Milky Way my 3 Musketeers and Skittles? So you can taste the rainbow. See, you don't have to beg for my old Henry, baby Roo, because you know you're Mr. Good Bar Sweet Tooth, and I know you know that I am that snicker who satisfies. You see, your Hershey kisses are gratifying to me. Nestle Crunches, we snuggle like s'mores. Your eyes are saying M&M's, which means you like to have more and more of my almond joy. So come here and ride my Twix with that caramel apple bottom of yours, girl. Downtown up, back downtown up, back downtown up. Put your weight on it, girl, goddamn. And I promise to hit all your gumdrop spots in between, all up in your jelly belly jelly beans until we arrive on the corners of Fifth Avenue and, whatchamacallit. Where we take 5. And as I'm resting my head on your mouths and I'm fingering through your box of Stouffer's chocolates, I noticed that my fruit roll-up has a hole in it now. Damn. Hey, sugar mama, you think we made sugar babies because you know your sugar daddy? I have nut-rageous milk chocolate, more nuts than goobers is wine, the sunshine cookies. I told you I'd have you hitting the snooze button. You see, because when it comes to chocolate chip loving, I told you that I make you bet you bite your lip orgasm with my Reese's Pieces and your cotton candy kisses, Mrs. Sweetest Fish with your tongue tasting like Twizzlers, but it's all good and plenty, Mary Jane, because your bit of honey, that shit's like candy money. And I need a candy cigarette. Shit, because you done made my chickle stick gusher. Yeah, but I guess it's true when my mother said I should have waited till after I had my supper because I'm full from eating out your sweet, sweet sticky thing. Thank you.
Yo, yes! Give it up for Son of David! Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep this show moving. Got a couple more performers before we got a skedaddle. Skedaddle. Okay, so... All right, on deck. Actually, our last performer is Maria. Maria is still here? Excelente. All right, but coming to the stage once again with some Venomous Words. Give it up for Venomous Words, y'all. Yes!
This one is untitled. Cane and honeycombs through your intentions, dancing out of your pores, racing out of your hair follicles as you braise me, elatedly so. You're amazing. Your wild heart, only you tame me. Overindulgence with you, you shouldn't blame me. Because you have a maple jar that extracts honey while your syrup idles and reboots. You contain the perfect balance of cinnamon and ginger that swim through your vitals. Enough spice and healing components for any moment you deem necessary. See, any chance I get, I cover you as your favorite blanket to regenerate all that you were blessed with. You are also my not-so-secret hiding place where I'm here and yet somehow away all at once, unguarded. So no need for guns, gripping you close while we charge to the stars, unknowing of any differences, just leading the charge abroad. She may refer to you as sweets, but she's dipped in caramel, simply a drizzle of French vanilla, unlimited chocolate between her thighs, with a heart of golden honey, a darker soul of unrefined maple who others have left the cap off. I triple check to see if it's tightly on each night before bed. Oh wait, let's not amnesia her sugarcane intentions, exceptionally worth mentioning. Canela. Thank you.
Yes! Yeah! And give it up for Venomous Words. And last but not least, our last performer of this evening. Give it up for Maria Elena, y'all. Come to me, Maria! You're here somewhere. Oh, there you are.
I'm just trying to get more confident.
Yes, you got it.
This one's called Misread. They call it strength when we stop crying, as if silence were syntax, as if holding back emotion is good punctuation. But no one asks why we learn to self-edit, to draft our pain in parentheses, to footnote our feelings so they could sound polite. When I said I'm fine, you proofread it as I'm finished. When I said I'm hurting, you flagged it as too dramatic. Every sentence I spoke got graded, every tear spell checked. Maybe that's why they call us misread. Women always getting lost in translation. Our softness mistranscribed, our truth mistyped. When we tremble, they say we're overreacting. When we breathe deep, they say we're overthinking. When we speak truth, they call it oversharing. Funny how the prefix over gets used to understate us. So we built dictionaries out of silence, rewriting definitions they distorted. We highlight the parts they skipped, italicize the things they dismissed. Because strength was never a straight line. It's a run-on sentence of survival, a poem punctured with pauses and prayers. We're tired of being spellbound by expectations, tired of commas where there should have been a connection, tired of our stories being skimmed instead of understood. We're not victims. We're living revisions, authors of empathy, editors of our own evolution. So when they misread us, we rewrite us. When they skim the surface, we go so deep. We are the metaphor and the meaning, unapologetically soft, still speaking in bold.
Yes! Wow. Saving the best. Hey, that was good. That was great. Thank you so much, Maria. Oh, man. Come back, will you? All of you, come back. Thank you so much. That was our last performer of the night. But wait, hold on a second, chat. All right. Per usual and per tradition, Kavon knows what I'm going to do. I clocked every single last one of you, and I took some notes in my notes app. Can I read you some highlights from all of you? Can I read you back your work from this, as best as I could possible? Eggplant emoji. Okay. Soul Flow. Soul Flow is excellent. Thank you so much for going first. Wild woman, I call to you. Awaken to free yourself from all that was taken. That was a bar. We're going to get through them. Accept all your choices and just let go. Ask yourself to forgive yourself. It's now time to embrace the goddess in your place. That was great. If she says fuck off, back the fuck down. All right, clock in. Don't hide the wild inside. Thank you so much for that. Kavon, the missing piece poem. Love that. Death is a lot more than the ending of life. It's the missing piece of the puzzle that makes me feel incomplete. Yeah. But then you came back, right? And then you said something very poetic right there. Will my name be meaningful after in memory of? Wow. Thank you so much, Kavon. Very deep. Mike, where are you? Are you still here, Mike? There you are. Thank you so much for sharing this. Can't wait to run into you at the grocery store. Maybe would be nice. Pretend that I haven't written endless pages about you. Pretend we never were what we know we were. I still rub my thumb under the callus of my ring. Yeah, that was so graphic, so good. Stuck out to me. How are you? Did you sleep? Did you drink water? Why do I wonder? Why do I care? The weight on my chest, nobody knows. I know. We know. Thank you so much for sharing that, Mike. Good luck. Dan Laitman left, but but his presence remains. One of Dan is still here. He has schizophrenia because he has to. Okay. Dated an Indian woman. Dan wanted to disappoint someone else's parents. Love that. Badum chak. All right. Ibrahim. Oh, I love the iPod piece. Love that so much. The song references. I really was in the business of misery. I felt like a freak on a leash. It came to no surprise. It brought me back to life. Love that. So thank you so much. Kaleo. Kaleo's still here. Kaleo, I wrote a lot for you, Buck. All right. Because poems, I swear, this art, it's such good communication, right? You really learn something about someone, and then you can like talk to them after and be like, yo, what does this all mean? But Kaleo was like, they say the best things come in threes or pairs. Tell me why I feel like I'm the only one. Tell me why everyone else feels like they came with matching parts. 2 is a promise, 3 is a religion, 3 is a cycle of past, present, future, 3 is the universe knowing exactly what it's doing. 1 is a wound, 1 is a heartbeat with no echo, no beat. Tell me why my chest feels like a demolished building. Tell me why I feel like I'm the only one. Do you clock in? Do you feel that? He breathes and I'm like, we should get brunch. Now, the second poem, we gotta talk about this. He doesn't try, he just exists. 4 business days later, first poem with SpongeBob fucking enters section or whatever that's called. Love that so much. And he has the self-control of a clearance bin Roomba. Fucking bars. Come on now. Savannah. Clocked you. I'm going to come as a spectator, but that never works. I heard that. And Savannah spit tonight. I'm still not tired. Chasing a feeling I know I deserved. Take me as I am. I take you as you are. Not in sync with my sanctity. I just, you can taste it. I believe in all I am and all I deserve. This is a poem I don't have an answer to, you later said. All right, the poem is the answer. Okay, remember that. Son of David, I clocked you, my friend. I see acres and acres from bald heads to cornrows, from cell blocks to city cops. The war on drugs in America is an inside job. Drugs are our weapons of mass destruction. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution. The weapons of mass destruction are among us and humongous. That's bars. Love that shit. Not just heroin and crack, even the alcohol. The head people, I'm not going to say what you said, the head people in charge don't even live in the city. Fucking facts, bro. What the fuck? And then he's like, your Kit Kat's like a kitty cat. Skittles. So taste the rainbow. I'm like, whoa, you're saying some shit. Jamie L. Love this piece, brother. Thank you so much for, all right, that testimony, right? Time, my looming master, set in stone, set in plaster. I roam the fields of time. Regret resounds and win and chime. Very elegant speaking. Thank you so much. Very profound stuff. Thank you for sharing tonight in spite of everything, but thank you. MK, Dealer's Choice. I love that piece if you're still here. No, they left. Sometimes I don't think, sometimes I think too much. Yeah. I was the fish unsure what water was. Yeah. Sometimes I played solitaire with my past. I replaced cruel words with kind ones. I hope you all do that when you leave here, right? Especially when you're playing with yourself. Kavon, I didn't mean it like that. Celina left too. Celina, you still here? Nope. Stuck in my ways. I just need a new start. I'm stuck with these feelings. So with these feelings, I depart. Fuck what you heard. I'm telling you how I feel. I clocked that. Venomous Words, so much good stuff. Thank you. Foolishly underestimating my polished exterior. I'm never going to do that. The hands behind the needle is a proud student of value. Followed the precise pattern of the ones I consciously chose to let go. Whoa. When your tasteless words escape your lips, remember this, I'm not to be fucked with. Oh, man. That was good. If you didn't catch it, rewind. Watch the rest of the videos. All right, Lemo, right? You still here? I hope this hurts. The pain will be perfect. Nursing a prayer I didn't want. When I awake, post-operative decay, these lines, it just stuck out. I am a magic bullet no one wants to bite. I've never felt so alive knowing I could die at any time. And at the corner, I meet myself, right? Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much for sharing that. Maria, good stuff. I've been giving out trust like spare change to people never knowing their value. I clocked all these lines. And no matter how nervous you were, I was like, yo, why do I keep loving in droughts where nothing ever goes bad? I hope I got that right. I blame the people, the patterns. I blame the universe that makes softness the luxury tax I keep paying. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry, excuse me. Sorrow into scenery, pain into routine. I let them convince me that love is bruised tongues and bent knees. The architect of my betrayal, my own heart. That's some shit. God damn it. And then that second piece, my gosh. When I said I'm fine, you proofread it as finished. Women always getting lost in translation. Strength is never a straight line. Tired of commas when there should have been a connection. When they misread us, we rewrite us. Brilliant shit. Thank you so much. Kris, you can't overheat the oven. This is what I caught from you. You can't overheat the oven. It doesn't heat faster. I didn't know that. The gatekeepers never really know what to decide. Fuck the gatekeepers, though. You fucking spit that shit. Killed it. And then lastly, Danny G. Are you still here? Danny. I love this story about goats. Here's some fun facts. There's 210 breeds of goats. Did you know? I looked it up. 4-chambered stomachs like cows. Legend has it the Ethiopian goats discovered coffee after eating berries from a tree. Did you know? I didn't know. And sometimes they're raised to keep horses company. That's what I got from your piece. All right. Thank you so much for letting me really sit with your work tonight, folks. All right, and I hope you sat with each other's. Thank you for holding space for each other, and thanks, let's bring it back to GOATs. Thanks for being the greatest of all time. Now come back to see me. Again, my name is Brian, the Motel Guy. You can follow me on TikTok at LT Motel, Instagram at Brian Acosta Arya, and come back next Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We'll be doing another rousing episode of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. Give it up for yourselves. Yes. All right, go talk to each other. See you later.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the greatest community in the world. This is your halftime report. I am your correspondent. My name is Elemental, bringing you all the latest news and upcoming events brought to you by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. The Nuyorican Bowery Slam happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. There is a limited number of opportunities left to qualify for the annual Grand Slam. Winner receives a $20 cash prize plus a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam, occurring on the last Friday of the month. This month will be virtual on Zoom, hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winner receives a $100 cash prize plus a nomination to get in our annual Grand Slam. Final Friday winners get a feature at a Nuyorican open mic and nominate themselves for our $1,000 Grand Slam. For more details on the Slam season, including rules, winners, and the current year scoreboard, make sure you plug into nuyorican.org/slam. Our open mics at the Loisaida Center are back and better than ever. The venue records high-quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Loisaida's and Nuyorican YouTube channels. The first Wednesday of every month, we have Women Orator Wednesdays, aka WOW, hosted by 2025 Slam Team member Somebody's Mama. Our all acts open mic by and for all women and women representing peoples. Come through. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the Nuyorican Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Arya, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Doors open at 6 p.m. This is where stars are born. No guaranteed performances for latecomers, so make sure you are on time, folks. Our online programmings, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific via Zoom, live stream to YouTube. All styles are welcome. The second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, we have the Slam Workshop, facilitated by the 2024-25 National Youth Poet Laureate Stephanie Pacheco. When you sharpen your craft, you sharpen your performance. Come through. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets, all programming can be found at nuyorican.org/calendar. Our social media, website, and other links, including to sign up for our mailing list, go to linktree/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Also visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Loisaida open mics and many other special events. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, cups, and tote bags, available for purchase at our Nuyo table, in our in-person events, or online at nuyorican.org/merch. New materials coming all the time, folks. Stay plugged in. Donations are very much appreciated and tax deductible. Scan the QR code or go to nuyorican.org/donate. Check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to events not available online or to the public. Go to patreon.com/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team. our programs and operations team, our hosts, our volunteers, and our executive director, plus all our sponsors for helping us keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative productions. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Now, back to the show. Peace.